everyone. Jeff and Steph's excellent
adventure.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Steph,
Yeah,
you got a bit of a problem.
we do.
What's going on here, Stephanie?
So this is one of those videos that we hoped we never had to make. And this is a truck adventure, if you will. So our truck's broken down. This awesome Ram dually right here.
Which is brand new with a little less than 20,000 miles on it.
Yeah, it's about less than 2 years old. And we got to a campground here in Ohio a couple days ago. And this is when we left Kentucky after a downpour, drenching storm, tornado warnings, all that good stuff. We got here to Ohio. The next day we went to get in the truck to go do some exploring.
Click.
And it wouldn't start.
Click.
Yeah. And the engine, the dash lights, I should say, we got one warning light that lit up, and it was a gas symbol with 3 water drops next to it. And we're like, what is this? So we pulled out our good owner's manual. Handy.
And at first I thought we just maybe had a dead battery and I left something on, but
yeah, we were like, what is going on? So we looked it up, and it says there that means water in the fuel, or in other words, bad fuel.
Or a combination of both.
Or a combination of both. So we went through the troubleshooting, and we did what the manual said to do, which was, you want to explain that?
Well, there's 2 fuel filters on this truck, one on the back and one on the engine. And there's a valve on there, which is a valve that you turn to dump water and sediment out of those filters, because basically that's not allowing the truck to start.
Yeah.
So we did all that, and we did see some water come out, because there's a clear difference between water
and there was a little bit of
diesel.
sediment in there, like sand.
Right. And then we waited like we were supposed to do and tried to crank it over, and it still wouldn't start. So
Here we are.
here we are, stuck in, where are we? This is
Ohio.
Ohio,
Yeah.
So, so this is kind of the problem with diesel trucks. They have tons of torque, a lot of power to pull, but the water in the fuel is a thing, and it happens from time to time. And this could have been a thing where we've gotten a little bit of water here and there, and the filters handled it, and we just replaced these filters 1,000 miles ago.
Yeah,
so it's not like
we were
had
back
old
in Texas.
filters, and it's a neglect on our part. It's nothing to do with that. And we didn't clearly have a full tank of bad water. I mean, it's possible, but we drove for 4 hours here, and the engine ran fine. There was no hiccups at all, so it was definitely fine. And the other thing people think, well, maybe I put gasoline in that diesel, and this is the thing, it won't run, not for long anyway.
If you put gas in,
and it does happen though, because we know people that it's happened to. And my advice on something like this, and I don't mean to get off track on this, but when you go to put diesel in, a lot of times they're marked as a green, color-coded green. So I always pick that up, and I push the diesel button, and I put the nozzle in. Then I come back and I look again to make sure it is indeed diesel, because in some parts of the country they're blue, and in fact California they're yellow.
Yep.
So I always double, triple make sure that's not going to be a problem, because it's one of my biggest fears, I'll be honest with you. I end up pumping a bunch of gas in.
And we know people that this has happened to, and it's cost them a lot of money to have to get their tanks dumped and filters replaced and everything.
So if you do have a diesel, don't assume that the green is always diesel, or
correct.
Right. You could get in trouble real quick, and then you can't start it. You can't move it. You need to get that gas out of there. You need to get it sucked out. So anyway, I didn't mean to get off track there, but that wasn't the issue. It wasn't gasoline on top of diesel.
Right. And we talked to a mobile mechanic, and he said it did sound like bad fuel or water in the lines, whatever. So luckily we have AAA, and we have to get that truck towed in to the Ram dealer, local Ram dealer here, and they're going to work on it tomorrow. So we're hoping for the best. We're supposed to be out of here tomorrow morning, this campground, but we did have to call them and extend our stay and call the next campground. You know the routine, the campground.
Luckily, there's a space at the end.
Yes, and everyone's being very flexible on there.
Everyone's pretty cool,
including us.
and the dealership was really good about it, because
they're squeezing us in, and
we explained our situation where we travel, and they said, we understand, we'll get you in and try to get
first
you back
thing
out
Monday
there.
morning when the diesel mechanic, because we do need a diesel mechanic, not just a regular mechanic, which was the difference.
Yeah.
So.
Now, we did have an option of using a mobile diesel mechanic, but since the truck is under warranty and we're really in no hurry to get anywhere.
Well, we just felt better about it being serviced at the dealership, just in case
they can put the scan on it. And,
was
and
something
see what's
that
going
went
on.
wrong that the warranty would cover. We might as well have them pay the warranty for it.
Yeah.
So we're using that.
And regardless, I want all the gas out of this tank right now.
Yes.
I don't want to even try to mix anything else in there. And let's go, Brandon. The price is really high, so we got a 50-gallon tank, and I think we got half a tank, so we're gonna leave a little bit of money there in that regard. But it is what we have to do, and it's the best thing to do. So
and we'll show you guys this process and what happens. Let you know if we're gonna be stuck in Ohio forever, or if we get to move on to another state.
Yeah, and I just like to
I'd
like to add one more thing here,
okay,
Stephanie.
please.
If you haven't done this already, you guys should check your auto plans and your insurance and all that stuff, because I Googled this because I've never seen this and I always wondered about it. What happens if you break down on the highway towing your fifth wheel? And I used a fifth wheel because that's what I have, is fifth wheel. What do? Do they send two trucks? Do they send one truck to pull them both out? And in fact, they do both of those things. So depending on who you have and who your carrier are, you should ask, if this happens, what is the protocol? What will they do? Because there's no way I'm letting a tow truck pull the truck and the camper attached down the road,
or leave the fifth wheel on the side of the road somewhere. So
and there are a couple of insurance or auto clubs, I honestly don't remember which ones because I just started Googling this, that send two trucks, and they'll tow both vehicles out of there for you. And a lot of times they'll even take your camper to a campground to help you out with that. So it maybe never happen, but I'm one of those people that if something might happen,
essentially know your insurance
probably will.
And what it will cover.
Yeah.
So it's first thing in the morning, and we called AAA, and our tow truck has arrived. We have to have a tow truck, because we have a diesel dually, and so they're gonna have to get it up on there. But our tow truck driver Charlie is here. He's awesome. It's Monday morning at like 7, so yay for Charlie. We're gonna tow this into the dealership. He's putting the ramp out right now. They just hooked the truck up, and they're gonna start wrenching it up onto the ramp. There she goes. and she's level. Okay, this is Charlie, our tow truck driver, and he's gonna take care of Jeff. He's gonna drive Jeff over to the dealership now. Does this happen a lot with RVers? Do you get them around here?
I haven't seen it happen a lot, but I mean, I've seen it happen a few times.
Oh, yeah, this is a disaster when you live on the road when you're carless. Bye, Jeff. Have fun. Good luck, guys. Thanks, Charlie. We appreciate it. Drive safe, guys. And there goes the dually. Bye, Beast. We'll see you soon.
Okay, so we are on our way to drop off the Ram to get fixed, and I have a question for my driver, Charlie. And the question is this: if we're driving down the highway, or I guess on any road, but I mostly travel on the highway, if the truck breaks down pulling the fifth wheel, will they come and get the truck and the fifth wheel and pull them together, or do they send two trucks? And I know people want to know this answer, so Charlie, give us your thoughts on that.
So they can do it either two ways. They can send one medium-duty truck or a heavy truck, whichever they decide they have, and they can come out, hook up the truck and trailer together, pull the driveline out of the truck, and then tow it all together off the road. Or they can send out two trucks. One will take the truck, and one will actually take the fifth wheel camper, and then take them both to where they need to go to.
Cool. Now, we're using AAA and Charlie's AAA. And you mentioned something about we have AAA Plus,
yes,
our service, but we can get an upgrade, which is what?
You can upgrade to the Plus RV, which will cover your truck and your trailer.
Oh, so we should upgrade because we're RVers. So
yes,
I'm thinking that if you're a full-time RVer, well, you don't have to be, but if you're a full-time RVer, there's a good chance something like this could happen. We should have the AAA Plus RV package.
Yes.
Any idea how much more that is?
I'm not sure how much it is.
Okay, yeah, we'll check that out. So anyway, we're on our way to the dealership, and let's get this truck fixed. Hey everybody, so we did get the truck back, and after our tow with Charlie, they diagnosed the whole thing to figure out what was going on. And come to find out, even though we were getting a warning light that was letting us, or indicating that we had water in the fuel, that wasn't the situation. What we actually had was a bad battery. And the reason we were getting that light is because that's the first light that comes on as it's going through the whole startup procedure. So it would just barely come on and that would turn on. We'd see that and we assumed that that's what was going on. But in fact, it was a bad battery, a faulty battery. And
after all that, it wouldn't hold a charge. They tested it and it wouldn't hold a charge. And we have two batteries.
There's two batteries.
And we had thought the battery was okay because we had turned the headlights on and tested it. And of course, those things run off the other battery that was the good battery. So,
right. So here's the good thing. We didn't want to take a chance, and we had the time to do it. It didn't matter a whole lot. So we took it into our dealership because we are under warranty, and they replaced both batteries, no charge to us, which was super cool.
Yeah.
And the really great thing is we got out of our campground.
Yeah, we were able to leave. Yay. Not that we wanted to leave the campground. The campground was beautiful, but we just have a travel schedule right now.
We're on a schedule.
And we were excited to be able to keep that, not have to rearrange all of our campground
and not to mention pay an extra night or two or whatever it was going to take. But it worked out really good, and the dealership was fantastic. And we're going to make a note in that in the comments below.
The dealership we used.
The dealership we used.
In Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. They were great.
Fantastic. And the thing that was really good, and the thing that I appreciated more than anything is I told them our situation, being full-time RVers, and you know, they're busy, and they had no idea we were coming.
First thing in the morning, and took us in, took care of us, and we were out of there, or Jeff was out of there in less than 2 hours.
Pushed us ahead of a lot of other people, which was really, really kind of them, and very much appreciated.
We do appreciate it. Yeah, so, that was awesome.
You guys are great, and so we're on the road again, and we're feeling good, and more videos and more adventures are on the way with
Jeff and Steph's
excellent
truck breakdown but adventures.
See you guys soon.
Safe travels. Bye, everyone.